Are you somebody that avoids doing things all the time because you perceive it to be difficult, you perceive it to be hard, and you're like, oh, do you know what, if I start that, it's going to be this, this, this and this, okay? And are you someone that builds things up in your head massively, and then you procrastinate and you're like, I want to go and do that, I want to go and do that, I want to go and do that? Now, procrastination can be very similar towards avoidance. However, this video is all about avoidance, and I've got a brilliant tip to really help you with this, so stay tuned. Okay, so every single time that you say that I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do the inner work, I'm going to do the healing, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, okay? And every single time you don't, do you know what you're doing? You're hurting your inner child, because you're not choosing them, and you're saying that doing that is more important than looking after you. And I want you to introduce you to two people, or two cups, okay? This cup is absolutely full of water, because this cup is always giving to itself all the time. It understands that they're the most important person in the world, and they understand that a full cup means that you're able to help other people, you're able to support other people, okay? Now meet this cup, okay? This is someone knowing that they need to work on themselves. They need to do inner child healing, or they need to heal themselves, or whatever. And look at this cup. It's my batter making cup, by the way, okay, alright? But this cup is absolutely empty, and it has nothing, and it's got dry residue and it's scummy, okay? And that is literally, there's nothing left in this cup, because what happens is, this cup used to be absolutely full, looking after themselves, okay? And what happened over time was, that person chose to avoid doing something. So every time you choose to avoid doing something that's going to help you in a healing, or you avoid, I don't know, let's give you an example. You know you should go and do some exercise, okay? And then you choose not to, okay? You're giving that away, okay? And what you're doing is, by not choosing you and not choosing the healing, look, that cup's going down and down and down, okay? So again, you're like, oh, do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to read that book. No, I'm not. Okay, and that's when you start to feel tired, because you're not choosing you, all right? And then you're like, do you know what, I'm going to do that course. No, I'm not. I've just given away some more of my stuff. Ah, do you know what, mum needs help and support. Wow, look how empty that is, because you're avoiding doing that inner work. And then eventually what happens is, I can't do it anymore, I can't cope, I'm so tired, I'm so knackered. And then what happens? You've just got drops left. That's all you've got, because what you've done is, every single time that you've avoided doing something and you've said that's more important, or that needs doing, or that needs doing, you've not chosen your inner child, and you've not helped yourself. So what can you do? Every time you feel like avoiding something, do you know what? Sit with it, journal it, write it up. What is coming up for you when you're like, do you know what, I want to do it, but what's your block? Sit there and get a bit of paper, or record it on a dictaphone or something, okay? But literally say to yourself, why am I not doing that? What is at the bottom of it that is stopping you doing your inner healing, or stopping you choosing yourself? Because you know what? When you journal, guess what? You're giving something to yourself, okay? And when you're like, you're mind mapping, oh my God. And when you're like, do you know what? Is that to do with my childhood? Oh wow, you're choosing you. And before long, then you start to have some energy, you start to feel better. And then what happens is, the more that you stop avoiding things, and the more that you do stuff, the more that you are helping yourself. And what happens is, when you choose yourself and you do your inner healing, guess what? Your cup becomes full again, and you're able to help and support more people, because for once you chose not to avoid doing something. You looked at the bottom of it, you understood why you were avoiding it. And then the best thing is, every single time that you don't avoid something and you choose you, you are choosing your inner child, you are choosing love, and you are saying, I am the most important person in my world. I hope that short video helps, because there's a lot of people avoiding doing a lot of things, and I want to say, all the while you do that, you're hurting you, you're not hurting anybody else. Every single time that you're like, I'm going to go and do that, and you don't choose you and you don't do it, you're not hurting anybody, you're only hurting you. Doesn't affect anybody what you do, but the best thing you can do, choose you, choose you, choose you. Because the minute you choose you, other people choose themselves. You do your healing, your kids will do their healing, your partner will do their healing. All the while you avoid it, the longer you have to go on living the exact life that you are. Anyway, I hope that helps. Take care, have a great day, and I'll be live later on TikTok. Cheers, bye.